Brodetto, brodo, soup, soupy, a delicious seafood soupy dish. Let's begin with some oil. First, I want to sear off the shrimps and the scallops because, you know, they're sensitive. They overcook readily, so I'm gonna give them a little sear, a little saltiness, and then add them at the very end. Okay. What is very important is the timing of the different fish and how long they each take and in relation to each other, so that at the end, they're all cooked perfectly. Here I have the shrimps. Certainly they're not finished cooking, but they got a little bit of browning, and I'm going to add them towards the end. They got a head start. So now we'll put the scallops right in. We'll do the same. Just a little bit of salt. Here is the scallop, and again, not cooked, just slightly browned to get the kind of fishiness out of it and get a head start. Now we begin the sauce, the Brodetto. Chopped onions. Some shallots. And that will make the flavorful base of the Brodetto, give it all those flavors. Some garlic. I'm gonna crush the garlic because I wanna be able to remove it after. We'll add some white wine. We'll add the washed clams. Now, these will take the longest to cook. Once they begin to pop, then one after another goes in. Okay. Lemon, I'll get the flavor of the zest as well as the lemon juice, just like that. Put them right in, like this. A little peperoncino now. You know how much I love when you and I communicate, when you ask me a question, you go to my social media and you ask Lidia. Well, today I have two questions. One from Bria the Temple from Brooklyn, and she says, I have a problem reducing the boiling down of the juices from a fish stew. What is the right consistency? And the other one from Andy Malfatti, who asked, what's the best fish for Brodetto? Well, the reduction of the stock or the stew or the thing is high flame. You know, fish cooks quickly. So high flame and let it cook off. If you have a problem, it's too juicy, remove all the fish and let it boil down. Another option, which I'm going to use, is using a little bit of breadcrumbs. A little bit of breadcrumbs, not too much, kind of densens everything up and makes it creamy. And what is the best fish for a Brodetto? Well, today we're making a lot of shellfish. We're making a shellfish Brodetto, and that's delicious. But you can alter. If you like a whole fish, I love monkfish for Brodetto. But any combination thereof would be just great in a Brodetto. Just make sure of the cooking time of each fish. This is still cooking away, and they're just beginning to open. So at this point, I'm gonna add the mussels. And I'm gonna give that a few minutes. Cover it. Doesn't take long, as you can see. We're moving along, and it's almost ready. They're beginning to open, as you can see. There's a lot of juice on the bottom, and I'm going to densen up that juice a little bit. So, breadcrumbs. Make sure you don't put too many, but just enough to really densen up your juices on the bottom. Drizzle some olive oil. A nice handful of parsley. Okay. And I'm gonna slide the scallops in here. Give it a mix. So you see, the pot is filling and filling. This is growing the fish. And ultimately, I'll put the shrimps just on top. They'll steam right on top. And, okay. Brodetto is a technique used for fish cooking. It's an onion and garlic base with a little bit of tomatoes, and then the fish that gives it all that flavor and that aroma. If it's a flaky fish and one that will kind of fall apart, a little bit of vinegar is added just to hold it together, but the acidity is nice. Brodetto is a traditional dish for fish when you have all kinds of different fishes and you don't know what to do with them. A Brodetto is the way to go. Okay. I think we are ready to ladle this meal. Okay. I think that's enough for me. What do you think? Just a little bit of more of parsley, a little bit of oil. And I think, if you're gonna serve it, you just put kind of 2 pieces of bread, 1 on each side. And I think we are really ready to mangiare. If I'm looking at this, am I missing anything? I'm missing a little bowl to put the shells, but I think I might just want to put them right here. I'll leave the bread here and put the shells right here. And where do I begin? Let me first of all dunk a little bit here in the sauce. It's the sea, the flavor of the fresh sea, plus all of these other goodies. So let me take a nice clam. And maybe I'll take a little bit of the juice, put it right in here, and I will eat the clam. Buono. But I told you how it tastes. Now I'm gonna sit down with this and I'm gonna enjoy it. And it's gonna take me some time to do that. So give me a little time.